What's up, traders? Having some technical difficulties today. Going 2 for 2. Let's get to it. Alright, so as you can see right above me, there's no scanners up there, as well as the sound is still not that great from my mic. I'm trying to do two things at once. I actually put my new graphics card in, as well as kept my old 1080 in there. So OBS is kind of whacked, and it didn't want to show my other monitor because I hooked that up to the separate video card, and I'm not exactly sure if I can make that work. So I was trying to make my main monitor sole dependent on just the new 3070 so that I could run, everything nice and smoothly on that monitor, whether it's trading, games, whatever it may be. But I can't seem to figure that out quite yet, and I didn't have time to do it last night. I'm going to try to mess with it after I go vote today. Go vote if you haven't already. And yeah, so just for today, I'm going to end up doing a little bit of a recap and just kind of tell you how these two trades went. EMPH, this one was a pretty nice one. Popped up off the bottom. This was originally a hangover type play. As you can see, it had a nice day yesterday. Started to gap down and looked like it was going to open lower. It decided to pop. Went all the way up to those yesterday's highs. Or, yeah, yesterday's high. Or, wait, today? Yeah, today's Tuesday. Man, interesting. I haven't been sleeping too well, apparently. And so, yeah, we got to those highs from yesterday, went right through it, felt the jiggle right there at 107. We basically top-ticked this. Let's draw this line real quick so you can see it when we scroll in here. Basically top-ticked this thing on this really big, nice extension bar here. High was 107.34. We got 106.99. It started to come down. It kept trying to go higher, kept failing, and we decided to get our ad here, looking for this to actually really come down and break this level. It didn't feel like it wanted to break this level too much, so we ended up taking off the majority of our position here just in case it wanted to hold support there, because this was about 50% of this move, right? We had some previous resistance sitting right here as well on the way up. And that was about 50% of that move, so I was looking for that to maybe bounce, and then right after that it did fall back through. So we put a take profit right there under that 105 area, and we ended up getting it, which was pretty close to that previous resistance. I figured I'd try to use it as support, which it did temporarily. You can see it did jump back up there through 105, but ultimately went down a little bit lower before making that official run at high of day again. So pretty good trade there on EMPH. That was actually the bigger winner of today. We had a second trade on PLUG, and this one I liked the move. It was a little grindy. You can see that line was from pre-market high. Made a nice move off the bottom here. Started the grind a little bit in here, and then it finally made a move, right? It went right through that line. Wasn't enough. Tried to pull back. Went right to that line. So when it came up here, I drew the second line right off the daily. If we scroll in a little bit, you can see it was used to support here, resistance here, and then resistance again here. So I knew that 1750 was going to kind of be the key area. So that was what I was looking for. And that's why you see me not in on this candle and instead over here, because I was really hoping that this push went up to that 1750 area. But unfortunately, it did not. I ended up wanting to get this because we were right at that nice hold $1.17. Was really looking for that to poke back through, maybe finally be the top per se, and looking for this move essentially. But we got down to 17, and this thing must have tried 5 or 6 times, and it went through 17 5 or 6 times, but got bought up every single time. So finally on that last time, I think there was actually one more time it tried after we got out, but as you can see, we were reading the price action there. It was pretty clear this thing wanted to try to go higher, and we jumped out for just a really small win there, but we were right. This thing ended up going. It wanted to try that 1750 area, I guess. Didn't quite get there. Got the 1740. Didn't make a new high, but then ultimately gave us that move that we were looking for or hoping to get over here. So I was actually pretty happy with how I read the trade. Just unfortunate that we didn't end up getting more out of it. I thought about getting back in, but this isn't my play, right? Always ask yourself, would I take this trade if I didn't take the one prior? If I had never pulled the sticker up and I just pulled it up, would I take this trade? It'll keep you out of a lot of dumb trades. It'll keep you from over trading for the most part. And yeah, so that's all I have for you today. I'm going to go vote. You should do the same if you haven't already. It's always good to inspire change that you feel necessary. There's only one way to make it happen, and that's to actually get out there and vote. So make sure you do that. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe as well. Always appreciate that support. And if you do have any questions or comments, leave those down below. And hopefully I'll have all this technical stuff figured out for tomorrow. And I'll see you then. Peace.